Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door, or Door Should Have Come Back with a brand new Direwolf20 1.19 episode. This is episode 15, and let's get right into it. Alrighty, the pack has been updated. Um, Things have changed. There's quite a few mods that have been updated. Silent Gear, as you can see, has been updated. The textures are a bit different here, and they actually look like they have corresponding parts now. You can see we have like diamond tip, the little handle on there and everything. We also have just, just a general insane amount of mod updates. Some new mods, of course. Remember, no magic mods really. I mean, occultism is probably in nature's aura. I didn't remove those two. I think that's the only two mods that are magic in here. Everything else, but there's like 4 mods for Ars Nueva in here that have been added. Removed those. So we've got Glass Essentials, Elytra Slot, Anti-Blocks Rechiseled, Botania, and XY Craft Overrides. Remember, Botania is a tech mod and not a magic mod, so we're keeping that one in here as well. But yeah, it just updated. And I realized that it has been over a month since the last update, and this is actually 1.1.0. The last update was 1.0.4, so I think they just were anticipating Forge updating, and so they waited. Um, which is fine, like that's cool. The only thing that I realized broke was this thing. And for some reason it just needed to be toggled. I'm not 100% sure, so I just did this, and it fixed it. So it's just, waiting. Actually, I don't know why it's not functioning right now, but it should still be. Let's see. It actually looks like this isn't connecting anymore. It looks like it still might be. Well, I honestly got no idea. Should be working. It's not. Didn't really do anything to it. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look into it, but for now, I think we're fine with the amount that we have. There ain't really anything that I'm too worried about. Let's see. West. Okay, so it says missing channel. And this one probably does too. No? So, I know what that's about. Let's actually grab some dense cabling. So basically, what we want to grab is what is called a dense cable, and probably get a smart dense cable. So this stuff actually has a lot more channels that can be provided through it, and that is what we're looking for here. So if we come downstairs here and we break this block, you can see that this has 8 of 32 channels, right? So the way I said in the last, I think 2 episodes ago, or no, 3 episodes ago now, how I thought channels worked was incorrect. They are not corresponding to the controller. I mean, yes and no. Basically, cables do have channels, right? So we used 8. 8 is the max that Fluix cables can use, and we've used all 8 of them, okay? And I'm assuming when I connected that crafter, it actually broke all of that. So what that means is we need to convert this whole line into something like this. So I want to be able to go up to this point and get a smart cable, right? So we're actually going to just break these blocks and let this smart dense cable actually come out into here, which will have this branch off of this main point, right? So you can see that we have a few little lines here. That's just showing the amount of channels. So basically you have it running upstairs and also downstairs. So this should turn this back on, right? Okay. So yes, channels. That is a thing that I knew we were going to have to deal with. I just didn't know how they still worked. Apparently they are the same as they used to be. So we'll basically need to get dense cables, which have 32 channels, and they can be branched off of. This means that we are able to run all of this machinery, or all of this cabling, and interfaces and buses and all of that over here, while also running the crafting stuff. All right. I hope that's a good explanation. I don't know what blocks fully use channels. Of course, the storage bus was working, so we can assume that the storage bus does not use a channel, or it does, and it just was not calculated in that. So I'm not 100% sure which is which, but I think the interface actually would count as a channel while the storage bus wouldn't. That would make the most sense to me, but what do I know, right? So after we fix that here, I guess it is time to kind of move on to something else. I didn't mention that the Stoneworks factory is done. Basically, I have put in a auxiliary cactus, which basically destroys the non-primary output of any machine. So, for example, pulverizer, gravel, cobblestone will output gravel and flint. That'll just get rid of it. This outputs sand and flint. And then, of course, now you just get sand. I don't 100% know why there is some items in here, but it will just produce gravel like this one should. This one's actually producing sand. So I'm not sure why this isn't working. But I think actually what this is going to do is instead of destroying it immediately, it's going to fill up the entire inventory, and it'll destroy that once the inventory is full. So I think that's what it's looking like. I took it the other way, as it would destroy it before it came out, but no, it looks like it's going to fill it up, and it's going to destroy it upon that creation. Alrighty. So what to do, right? I kind of want to look at more auto crafting stuff. So how are we going to do this? Well, somebody actually suggested that there's a way to automate Powah through applied energistics, and I kind of want to see how well that'll work. So we're going to move this whole system. And I guess we're going to go see if this will work, because I am curious to see if we can automate this. Because being able to automate this will make this significantly quicker to get all of the, necessary pieces of Powah to make better Powah. We'll quickly upgrade these rods here. Alrighty, so from what I know is if we put an ME pattern provider down here, do the energizing orb here, and we take all four of these hardened energy rods, or energizing rods, we put them around. We're going to just put pipes here for a second. Oh, come on. You know you want to. Can I not place it there because it's not a full block? Or can I just not place them in general? Uh... Well... one of the things I wanted to look at real quick is, now what do you call it? Powah conduits. Okay, so these actually did get a recipe revamp where they don't use the conduits anymore. Okay, that's pretty cool to know. I just wanted to look real quick at that. But I'm not sure why that is not letting me put these down. So we might have to go back to laser IO. I just cannot place them. Did I do something wrong? Like, am I crazy? They should just be able to be placed down, right? Like, I'm right-clicking. Let me be right back. Alright, so I found the problem. And it is basically that the hardened or the energizing rods require power, right? And if you actually put an energy card in here, it'll work. So what I'm thinking is whenever this is actually attempted to be placed, it's searching for input of power, right? So pipes isn't working because it needs power, and I guess it doesn't recognize pipes as working, but laser IO works fine. So you can see that attached. Now if I take this out, there it goes. Okay, so you need some sort of immediate power to actually place these things down. So what I want to do real quick is just grab at Powah. I want to grab the energy cells. Just grab 4 of these bad boys. Just starter is fine. Oh, and they do not stack. Alright, and the reason I'm going to do this is because I don't want to use laser IO. Not here. I kind of want to just use a flux point and call it a day. So we're going to do flux point here, energy pipes. Actually, no. Flux point down there. Energy pipe, power. I guess we don't need to cover this, right? Crescent hammer, hit that. All right, and then we kind of just repeat here. And this should let me set it on top, right? Okay, perfect. It's like these things want immediate validation. I think that's kind of where what you need to have for power. Nope, and I'm out of cables. Let's make some more energy pipes. think I just killed my entire system. Yeah, these starter cells are a little extreme. That's okay. We'll let our system die for a bit here. All right, and then we're going to place the energizing rod here, the other one here. And I'm going to let power kind of regulate real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so everything should be hooked up here. All of the power is full. This is connected to ME. Make sure device online, perfect. Device online over here as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to teach this thing a pattern. Processing pattern. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take an iron ingot, one, a gold ingot, one. Nope, that just overrode it. It's a bit sensitive, so I got to be careful. Okay, and then energized steel. That'll actually produce 2. Oh, middle mouse click. Nope, middle mouse click didn't do nothing. Okay, so let's just take out 2. Put that there. Craft the pattern. And let's see if this actually works. Alright, so we can see the lasers and everything from here. Craftable. Start 32. Okay, no. So what we'll need to do... Okay, yeah, so we'll need to set that to that. So let's actually clear this out. Okay, so setting it to do not push crafting ingredients if inventory contains a pattern input. Yeah, so blocking mode. And then I think to extract... we're going to need to do something else. Okay, so let's grab... Well, actually, I don't know how to do that. How do we want to pull? At applied bus. Probably grab an import bus. So, I mean, worst case scenario, we just have to specifically say, hey, we don't want energized steel in this, right? So if I just grab energized steel and a cable or 2, I might need an anchor. All right. So anchor, import bus. No, I want the import bus up here. What am I doing? Import bus. We'll just say energized steel. This. Okay. So is that working? Yeah, it looks like it's working. So that's how we're going to just automate this completely, right? So once we get... What do we need? We need capacity card. So 2 capacity cards. So capacity card, which is this one right here. So we'll need a basic card, and we'll just grab 2 of these bad boys. And then also an acceleration, I think, is what else I can grab. See if that'll work here. So we want capacity, acceleration, and basically we will have, let's cancel that, a system to where we can actually automate this a little bit. So one of the things that we'll need to do is get blaze rods, right? Blaze rods are the next step up in Powah. So if we actually look at blazing crystals are crafted by either 4 blaze powder or 1 blaze rod. More blaze powder one will actually cost more power, which isn't great, but we also need blaze rods. So having energized steel auto crafting is amazing. We now can auto craft basically everything in Powah that uses this, which is the Niotic, the Spirited, and the Nitro after blazing. And these are all, decently expensive. So we're kind of having to build up to that point of getting all of this. And one of the things is for blazing crystals is this is actually going to allow for us to get blazing crystal blocks, which actually can be used for the thermo generators and actually be a lot better off, right? So if we actually just look at the recipes for this, you can see that this is the highest temperature block out there, right? So that's definitely going to be very, very useful. All right, let me be right back here. Alrighty, so quickly here, I wanted to get Fluix crystals automated. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this, but we're going to attempt this. So I've got some glass here. We're going to kind of build a glass chute type of thing here, all around this water source. And we're going to use a dropper, okay? So with the dropper, let's just rotate this. I might need to rotate it a little bit more here. There we go. Till it's facing down. And we're going to slap a timer on this. I guess I didn't need to destroy that staircase just yet here. So I think what we'll do is we'll put the timer here. And this is actually an RF Tools thing, by the way. If you don't know what a timer does, it is, or the recipe for it is here, the machine base. But basically, it just allows for you to set a delay and constantly send a redstone signal, which will allow for this dropper to keep sending. And we're going to then need also a vacuumlator, which we have set with a filter. The filter is actually an item filter from Thermal. This is a pretty decent, cheap recipe, Signalum. I just went ahead and did this recipe down here since I had fire charges, but that will only pick up Fluix crystals. And then we actually need to get the actual pattern encoder. I don't think this is going to automatically input, but we're going to try it. Alright, so we've got cables. We're actually going to need like an export bus out of this thing. So let me go grab one of those real quick. No, import bus. Import bus. Perfect. Alright, then we're going to just run this all the way down here. And then run this down. Alright. And then let's go grab a Fluix cable. Or not a Fluix cable. A pattern for these. So let's go recipe. Oh, wait. Never mind. I already set it up. Haha. I totally meant to do that and completely forget about it. Alright, so if we toss that in there, let's see if this actually functions. So, craftable, let's say 10, start. Okay, so this is not going to automatically input. No, it's missing a channel. Okay, so if you're missing a channel, it means we've overloaded it again. Which is fantastic. Alright, so what we're going to need to do now is get some more dense cable. Let's, can we use the blue stuff? No, okay. Let's just keep using this. It's not a whole lot more, but I want to see. So the cable that I'm looking at is this one, right? Okay, so that actually runs up here. Now let me use my Paxel. That's what I was trying to think of. So actually, this is not where I needed to put the dense cable. Where I needed to put the dense cable is actually right here. So we kind of need to run the dense cable just in this direction. A lot further than what I thought. Let's make sure we put the import bus back. Oh, am I not able to do this? Yeah, we can fix this here. Hold on. Anchor. If I can get down here. So anchor off of this. Import bus. Fluix cable. That should continue to make everything work. Keyword should. All right, that should provide power to all the accelerators. Okay. Let's go back upstairs so we can actually keep running this cable. All right, so let me grab some more of this stuff and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so that didn't work. Let's get something. How do I think about this here? So it's not automatically pushing into that inventory. Will it push into a hopper? It's a really weird idea, but it might work. So if I just put a hopper here, pattern encoder, I need more cable. Just used all my cable that I had on me. Doodly-doo. I wish there was an easier way to like scrub cable, the color off cables. Still don't have the quartz dust stuff set up either. I kind of forgot about that. I need to get that one going. Alright, so pattern. Let's go over to... it might have canceled itself. Alright, Fluix. Yeah, so this isn't really the best, it looks like. But it'll work. I would definitely prefer something dropping a whole stack. And there is no way to, like, send out a redstone signal. Let's see. So I do have a precision dropper. Here, hold on. Let's see. So I created this to see what it would do. Or, like, what it would use. But we need a flux point, which, I mean, at this point, I think I'm fine with that. It'll kind of decrease the noise as well. So flux point. So this does need power, hence why I'm grabbing the flux point. This will take out the timer and also the dropper here. And then actually, let's grab Silk Touch. Set that right here. Can we not drop down? I'm going to just set this here for a second. Okay, so it's going to work the opposite way of which I want. So we'll do this. Do this. No? You're just going to be a pain in my rear, aren't you? Can I not drop it down? Oh, why do things have to be difficult like this? No, I don't think I can legitimately drop this, like, going down. I think it has to be from the side, which is kind of pointless. Well, I was hoping that would work. But apparently it is not a precision dropper. It is a precision one-way, no rotation dropper. Fantastic. All right. There is also the other dropper from Engineer's Decor, but that requires... Oh, I guess we can actually do this. Yeah, let's just grab this. Check out all our options before we settle on one here. I'm pretty sure this one requires a timer as well. But if we can drop a stack at a time, I think that'll be fine. All right, let's go try and see. Wait, where did that highlight just go? I saw it. Okay, so that works. I mean, it's a lot quieter as well. So if we go back here, 32. I'm just going to keep wasting a little bit of resources here. I mean, that's working. Yeah, so we're going to just have to do one. Okay. So this is spring bias. So this should be the fastest. Is that what that's telling me? So if we just keep it there, this should just drop quicker. No, it looks like, okay, so that is much quicker than the bottom method. Oh, that's pretty cool. It actually has like an external redstone signal indicator. And does this thing actually need redstone? That's another question I have. Just kind of experimenting here real quick. Okay, yes, it needs redstone. But is that a constant redstone signal? Let's grab a lever. Because, I mean, if it's not a constant redstone signal, we don't need the timer. Okay, so it is a timer is what we need. Okay, just testing. Might as well. That's not what I meant to do. And also, we don't have simple magnets, so I can't disable, like put a deactivation thing. Oh, you know why? All right, there's quite a bit more charged quartz in there than I thought. Let's just try and pick it up real quick. Okay, so 2 pieces. Let's just quickly fix this. 2, 2, 2. Maybe. There it goes. All right, perfect. That, I mean, that functions. That is a Fluix Crystal automation. And with that, we are wrapping up another episode of Direwolf20 1.19. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like and or subscribe. If you got any feedback, please leave it in the comments. And I thank you guys. Stay awesome. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!